Hello everyone, Jamie Trull here, your favorite CPA and profit strategist. And today, by popular demand, I have decided to bring back my favorite guest ever on this channel. Introduce yourself.
My name is Miles.
And who are you, Miles?
I'm your kid.
That's right, you are my kid. How old are you?
9.
You're 9. Okay, so the reason that I wanted to bring Miles back for this is number one, because it's summer break and this kid needs stuff to do, right? Like, how much have you been on your Nintendo and your Xbox today? He's gonna underreport it.
1 minute.
You have lost count is the answer. You've lost count, as has Mommy. So we're trying to give you something a little bit more productive to do, and that is to help Mommy teach about taxes. So we've had conversations, and what I love to do on this channel when you come on is really kind of give people a glimpse into some of the conversations that we have. And I think this is a great topic. You can have your kids watch this, or I actually a lot of times get people coming and asking me to explain taxes to them like they're a child, and there's no better way to do that than to have a child explain it. So we're gonna have a little conversation about tax, and hopefully you find this fun and interesting, and I have no idea how this is gonna go, so we're just gonna let it flow, right? You ready?
Yeah.
You ready to talk about taxes?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. No one's been that excited about taxes for a long time. So first of all, Miles, can you explain to us what taxes are?
Well, taxes are whenever you whenever the government gets your money and they spend it on other things like road work and schools and the military and things like that.
You just answered like 3 of my questions all up front. Very nice. Okay, so that's where you give the money to the government so that they can use it to do things that benefit a lot more people, right? So that's kind of the purpose of taxes. Now, what kinds of different taxes do we pay?
We pay house taxes,
Property taxes, yep.
income taxes.
Income taxes on the money that we earn, right?
We pay just buying stuff, and then you need to pay taxes.
Sales taxes. So you know that because when you are saving for something, we always have to remember that sales tax is going to be a part of it, right?
Ooh.
So if you're saving for, I don't know, what do you normally save for?
A Nintendo
A
game.
Nintendo game. How much is a Nintendo game?
It's normally $60.
How much is it with tax?
66.
Yeah, something like that. So we usually it makes it easier in this household. We usually add 10%. It's usually going to be less than that, but it makes it easier to do the math, right? Because 10% of $60 is what?
However many you have, if it's 60, then the first number is going to be how much you have.
That's right. See, he just taught the easy way to do 10%. So that's exactly right. That's a bunch of the taxes that we pay. Now, who do we pay those taxes to?
The government.
Okay, what government?
It could either be the U.S. government.
The whole country, right? Federal government.
The state government.
State government, yep.
It could also be the city government.
There's always those local taxes.
And the county government.
County government. So basically any portion, you can start out big and then it gets smaller and smaller. So basically all those different governments that essentially we are subject to, right? Because we live in all of those areas. The county we live in, the state we live in, the city we live in, the country we live in, they're all going to assess us different types of taxes.
Yeah.
Right?
Are taxes important?
So are taxes important? And this is kind of, we're going to put aside politics. He doesn't even know anything about that. But in general, is it important that we pay taxes?
Yeah.
Why?
Because whenever you pay taxes, it'll help multiple things, and you don't even pay a lot of money. You just have multiple things that you are paying for. Half of it might go to a school, and the other half might go to road work that they're making, new highways or new streets for new neighborhoods.
Should teachers be paid a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do they have a hard job?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. So we got to pay our teachers. Who else do we pay with money from taxes?
We pay
people that protect our community.
Yeah.
Like who?
We pay firefighters.
Yeah.
And policemen. And ambulance people.
How about people that protect our country?
We pay the army people.
Yep, our military. Yeah. So it's really important for us to pay taxes, and we're also required to pay taxes, right? So we don't want to get in trouble. The IRS, do you know anything about the IRS? Those are the people that collect the taxes.
Yeah, and but the only exception is if you're lower than $10,000, I think. Then you have to. Then you don't have to pay your taxes.
Ooh, I love this that you just brought this up because I wasn't even planning to talk about that, but I think that's a really good point. Let's talk about income taxes specifically because that's what you're talking about, and tax brackets. So ultimately, if you are paid less than the number it's close to $10,000. It's $13,850 for 2023. It changes every year, but that's the standard deduction. Under the standard deduction, your tax rate is what?
0.
So you pay no income taxes under that amount. Now, what happens if you make more than that?
If you make more than your income taxes, then what the height is, and I think the more and more money you have, the more and more taxes that you have to pay because
That's right.
It's like on a salary.
Yep.
You have like in Life, I've played the game Life before, and you have like a $10 salary, and you have to pay like a $40 tax rate, but
Yes.
like within $100, you have to pay like $120.
Yes, that's exactly correct. I love that you're learning lessons from the game of life, and that's how you know that if you have a higher salary, you have to pay higher taxes. And typically you're going to have a higher tax rate too, which means that because you maybe have more money over a certain amount, right? The first X amount is taxed lower, and then the next X amount is taxed a little higher, and then the next X amount to the point where the highest amount, right, if you're making a lot of money, then you have the highest tax bracket usually that you're a part of, right?
What about like Jeff Bezos? How much does he have?
He is in the highest, well, technically he should be in the highest tax bracket. We're not going to get into some of those billionaire tax loopholes.
Wait, what?
The interesting thing is, Miles, that, yes, when you're making money, the more and more money you make, the more taxes you pay until you get to be apparently a billionaire and then you don't pay taxes. But that's for a later date.
That's unfair.
I have just, right? Isn't it? Okay, so moving on from Jeff Bezos, but kind of, segueing from that, are there ways to not have to pay taxes? What would be one potential way where you might not have to pay taxes? And I'm going to give you a hint because this is something that we're doing for you since you're working for my business. You're getting paid for this, right? This is not unpaid labor. I am paying you for this. What are we doing with some of the money that you're getting paid?
Putting it into like a Roth IRL or something.
A Roth IRL. That's very close. Can you tell we did not practice for this one?
IMF?
It's a Roth IRA. That's really good though. It's pretty close. I mean, really, I can't complain about that. Yes, we are opening a Roth IRA for you, and the great thing about that is because you're making less than that, $13,850, and because you're under 18, you're not going to have any income taxes, Social Security taxes, Medicare taxes, unemployment taxes, none of the taxes. Your tax rate will be 0 overall. Woo! And then we're gonna put as much money as we can, which ultimately is up to $6,500 or however much you make this year, into your Roth IRA. And then what do we do with that Roth IRA?
We put it in like college stuff.
Yeah. Do we invest it?
Yeah.
Yes, we invested in different stocks and ETFs and things like that, right? Mm-hmm. And then when do you get to touch that money?
Until you want to take it out whenever you get a lot of money. So like some accounts, you'll have because the more that you wait, the more money that you'll get. Mm-hmm. And like it might go down in the first few days, but then it'll go right back up because you have it for a long time.
Yep, we're long-term investing when we're talking about a Roth IRA. Usually people will use their Roth IRA and tap into that once they retire. So when you're done working someday, when you're in your 60s, right? Mm-hmm. Does that seem like a really long time from now?
Yeah.
But what does that mean for your investment? Will it be worth a little bit more than it is right now or a lot more?
A lot. Like $1 million could be like $1 billion.
Well, you won't be
know.
starting with $1 million, but how about a few thousand could become $1 million? That is definitely true. So that is why we are big fans of investing in this household and starting early. Y'all start early. That's the best thing that you can do for your kids. Teach them about money early, give them the skills they need, and also start setting up their financial future early if you can. If you're a business owner, you have a really great opportunity to do that starting at any age, okay? Any age you can employ your child in a business owned by a parent, right?
Yeah.
And it's awesome, right?
Yeah.
It's super fun. This is the easiest job of all time. He gets to wear his PJs to work. He loves it. And he just got his first paycheck not long ago, right?
$100.
He got some money. So that has been really, really fun. Okay, Miles, one last thing. You got to do your promo because this is part of how you get paid. What should people do if they want to teach their own kids about money, help them to manage money, that kind of thing?
You go to JamieTrull/greenlight.
JamieTrull.com/greenlight.
JamieTrull.com/greenlight. And if you sign up, then you'll give me some money.
And you will have a great tool to be able to use. It's an app that is also a bank account. It's his bank account. He gets a debit card, but also he can put down spending goals. He can have savings goals. He can give money to nonprofits, things like that. He can invest. He actually owns some investments directly through Greenlight. So we love it. We're really big fans of it. There is a small monthly fee, but is absolutely worth it for the absolutely priceless lessons that you're going to be teaching your children at a really young age, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us this week. Let us know if you want Miles to come teach any other topics on here. Please do let me know. He's kind of a little bit of a guru. I've got a guru in the making here, I think. So we're happy to have him back on. And thank you guys for coming. What do you say?
Bye-bye.
Bye. See you later.
Sign up for me, guys.
That too. So thanks for joining us this week. If you are intrigued about hiring your kids in your business and being able to pay them and save on taxes, definitely make sure to check out my Hiring Your Kids Toolkit, which lays it all out, gives you all of the resources that you need, all the guides and templates and lessons and contracts that you need in order to hire your kids and do it the right way and save money on taxes. Check that out. It's on your screen right now, and I will see you next time.